morning, all of you. My name is Simran Jain. Today's topic will be direct and indirect tax. We will be covering direct and indirect tax. What is the difference between direct and indirect tax? Why it is important for all of us to know what is direct tax and what is indirect tax? What is the use of knowing? What is the importance of knowing differences of taxes or the different types of taxes which is divided in India? So we'll be covering direct tax and indirect tax. The objective of this video is that every one of us, all of us, have to pay taxes. Even if you go into business or you do any type of service, all of you have to pay any other type of tax. After a few years, you all be paying taxes. So it is very important for all of you to know which type of taxes you have to pay from your income or which type of taxes you have to pay if you are into business. So to clarify that, to give you a brief overview of that, that is why we are taking this very important topic of direct tax and indirect tax, so that it is clear to you all that what is the direct tax and what is the indirect tax. So first of all, direct tax. First of all, we will cover direct tax. So direct tax is a tax which is paid directly by people to the government. If we take for examples, you can say like income tax, wealth tax, corporation tax. These are the types of taxes which are covered under direct tax, which we pay directly to the government, which a taxpayer paid directly to the government is known as direct tax. From the word as it suggests, direct, we are paying to the government directly. So the direct taxes are those taxes which a person pays tax from his or her own pocket. We pay to the government from our own account, from our own pocket directly. So this is the type of the taxes are called direct tax. And there are three types of taxes majorly covered in direct taxes: income tax, corporation tax, and wealth tax. And the central government revenue from these types of taxes is about 56% of total tax revenue. And now if we discuss indirect tax is a type of tax which is paid indirectly by people to the government through registered government representatives. For example, if we go to purchase a washing machine, so the cost of the washing machine is, let's take an example, the cost of the machinery is 20,000 rupees. So, and with after GST, we have to pay 28,000. So we are paying the total amount of the washing machine to the seller. Now the seller have collected GST from us, and now the seller is going to pay the GST to the government. So in this type of tax where we pay tax to the government through a government representative, or we pay tax to the government indirectly, those types of taxes are covered under indirect taxes. So indirect tax are the tax collected by an intermediary, or you can say retail store, from a person who bears the ultimate economic burden of the tax, such as the consumer. The consumer is the person who bears the ultimate burden of the tax, but the tax is paid by an intermediary to the government. So those type of taxes are covered under indirect taxes. So if we read the PPT, which it is written, indirect tax, income tax, corporation tax, and wealth tax are major direct taxes. Central government revenue is about 56% of total tax revenue, and direct tax are paid directly to government by the person liable to pay tax. Whereas in indirect tax, central sales tax, central excise, service tax, custom laws are the types of indirect taxes. Now indirect taxes have been converted into GST. There is a single tax structure for the indirect taxes, which is called as goods and services tax, which I will cover in my next lecture. But earlier, prior to GST, we used to pay all these types of taxes which were covered under indirect tax, which provides revenue to the government of about 44% of total tax revenue. So if we discuss about the features of direct tax, so direct taxes are those taxes which are paid after the income reaches the hands of the taxpayer. For example, if we are doing a job somewhere and our income is for 1 lakh rupees, and every last day of every month we get the income, so we'll be paying the taxes after we receive income. So direct taxes are those taxes which the taxpayer pays directly from his own pocket, and after the income reaches the hands of the taxpayer, it is paid after tax. And important direct taxes, as we have already discussed, are income tax, gift tax, wealth tax, expenditure tax. And if we talk about indirect taxes are those which the taxpayer pays indirectly. For example, if we pay any goods, if we purchase any goods, or if we purchase any services or any commodities, so we pay for that goods. So indirect taxes are paid before the goods and services reaches the taxpayer. So first of all, if we go and purchase some goods, so we pay taxes first, we pay indirect tax first, and then we receive the goods. So this is the major difference between direct tax and indirect tax. That is, we pay direct tax directly to the government, and we pay once, or you can say after the income reaches the hand of the taxpayer. Whereas in indirect taxes, we pay before the goods and services reaches to the taxpayer. And important indirect taxes are central excise, customs, sales tax, octroi, entry tax, service tax, etc. Next, we have advantages of this direct tax. So, what are the advantages of indirect tax? Okay, direct taxes is levied on income, wealth, and profit. Direct taxes includes income tax, inheritance tax, national insurance contribution, capital gain tax, corporation tax. You can say all the income of the consumer, or you can say all the profit, all the wealth which you have gained. We pay direct taxes on our income, on our gain, whereas indirect taxes are paid on the goods and services which we purchase, which we use for our benefit. Those on those goods, the tax which we pay on those goods and services are covered under indirect tax. So tax evasion is comparatively more in direct taxes, where it is unorganized sector since control is difficult. So tax evasion is comparatively more in direct taxes, whereas collection cost of direct taxes as percentage of tax collected are higher in indirect taxes compared to direct taxes. Direct taxes can control such wasteful expenditure only indirectly by taxing higher income group people. So we have a tax slab, we have a tax structure that according to the income, according to the amount of income you gain, amount of income you earn every month. So we have a slabs according to which you will pay the taxes. So we have every time in budget, every time new budget came, our tax structure decides that if a person has income between this lakh to this lakh, he will be liable to pay this much percentage of taxation. If a person income is lies between this much to this much, then he is liable to pay that much taxes. So this is already decided by the government of India, and according to that, according to the income which we earn, we pay taxes on that. Next, we have indirect taxes. So, if we discuss indirect taxes are those taxes, as I've already discussed, which are levied, made by central and state government on the expenditure, consumption, services, rights and privileges, yet not on the property or income. So, indirect taxes are all those taxes which we pay on goods and services, excluding income and excluding properties which we have. So all those taxes which we pay on goods and services are covered under indirect taxes. Indirect taxes are also often called as consumption tax, because the indirect taxes we majorly pay taxes on indirect on goods and services, because those goods and services are used for consumption. They are used in regressive measure to consume. So consumer consumes those goods and services, and they pay indirect taxes on that goods and services. Now, if we talk about disadvantages of direct taxes, so disadvantages will be indirect taxes are progressive as they depend on point capacity. Which person is taxed more compared to poor person? So disadvantages is what that according to the paying capacity. If a person is earning good, he will be liable to pay more taxes. If a person is earning less, he will pay less taxes as compared. Direct taxes do not affect prices of goods and services. Direct tax is the tax which we pay on our income. So it does not affect the prices of goods and services. If the goods and services are highly priced or lowly priced, if the inflation is there, deflation is there, it doesn't affect the direct taxes, as direct taxes is paid on your income. High income tax rate increases tax evasion and hawala transactions. If income tax is high, it increases tax inequality in the country. Direct taxes do not have such effect. Direct taxes are not inflationary. If direct taxes is there, it does not mean that direct taxes will create inflation in the country, or it does not have such effect on the economy. If we talk about disadvantages of indirect taxes, so indirect tax increases the prices of products and hence are often perceived as inflationary. Why indirect taxes perceived as inflationary? Because it increases the price of goods and services. It increases the price of the product. For example, if a product is cost rupees 10,000 rupees. So if we add tax on it, so the price of the product increases. So that is why increasing the indirect taxes is perceived as inflationary for the economy. Higher custom duty and excise duty increases cost of modern machinery and technology. So high custom duty and excise duty increases cost of modern machinery and technology, because custom duty we pay on import and export. So if we import any commodity, any machinery, any technology, so it increases the cost of that technology. Higher custom excise duty increases smuggling, hawala trade, and mafia gangs, which is harmful in many ways. Similarly, high excise duty to evasion. So, if there is high custom and excise duty, it increases harmful activities as well. And tax on goods and services increases its prices, which reduces demand of goods and services. Lesser demand means lower growth of industrialization. So that was all for direct taxes and indirect taxes. Indirect taxes is very important for nowadays. It is very important for all of us to know what is the indirect tax and what is the direct tax. What is the importance of indirect tax and direct tax? So I'll summarize it and I'll tell you why it is important. The learning outcome of this whole session is that we come to know that the difference between direct tax and indirect tax. In future, you all are going to pay taxes. So the direct tax will be the tax which you all will be going to pay on your income, on your wealth, on your gain. Whereas indirect taxes are all those taxes which you are going to pay on the product and services which you will consume. Indirect taxes are all those taxes. Previously, earlier, there were many types of indirect taxes, but now indirect tax is subsumed into GST and custom duty. So, what is GST and what types of indirect taxes are there now left after GST has subsumed all the indirect taxes? We will discuss that part in our next lecture. So, if you have any doubt regarding direct taxes and indirect taxes, you can ask me, and all of you have to see this video. This PPT is very useful for direct taxes and indirect taxes. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you so much, all of you.